Have a great show, pal.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own, I don't need a gat. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push the start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are rice rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
That's right. That's right. And still, your gals junior heavyweight champion, the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama like them and all that. TKO. What's happening to everybody? It is Monday night, 7 o'clock. So if you're tuning in, again, 250,000 strong. Thanks to every single one of you guys out there. We're back, baby. And it's the Knockout Hour with your boy TKO. Let me fix this up a little bit. Wanted to look a little nice and professional look tonight. But anyway, man, thank you guys for joining us again. It's another beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. I mean afternoon, excuse me. And it's great to be with you guys. I'm just so grateful in my life that again that God gives us so many chances to wake up, seize the day. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, I'm definitely tired. Had a long day, but hey, I'm excited to be here with you guys. So let's go ahead and keep it up. Let's keep it up and keep it stuck, right? But if you're tuning in here, if you've been here several weeks, I know my man Walter, I know Brian, and the ladies and gentlemen over there at the 86 Air Force Airlift over there, based in Germany. Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming back. Gambino, I know you be listening too. Several of you guys. Shout out to you, Brandon, as well as so many other people I've met over this time throughout this podcast. We are so grateful to have you guys back. And for the newcomers, this right here, the Knockout Hour, and it's less than an hour at this point. But we'll be discussing combat sports here on this show, where we'll be talking about MMA, not so much boxing today, but also, of course, the world of professional wrestling. Now, when it comes to the world of professional wrestling, I am a professional wrestler. I go by TKO. My name is Teddy Allen Jr., and I do perform here in the independent scene, exclusive, not necessarily exclusively, but a lot of times here in the Carolinas. Would love to, again, get back on the road, get outside this good old state here, and be able to wow the crowd like I always do. Because when it comes to me here, there's nobody in the professional wrestling that goes out there every single match and lays it on the line every single week. That's right. That's right, Walt. Because we're now, let me get this right back up here. Let me hold it. Listen, hold it right here. That's right, Walt. That Walter, that's right. That's right, Walter. We are now at 107 days of the greatest Gals Junior Heavyweight Championship run of all time. And it's going to keep going and keep going because I was victorious this past weekend at a great show with a new venue out in West of Salem. It was at Incendiary, finally got that right, brewery. Nice little location out there in West of Salem, North Carolina. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But let's start with that. So, as a lot of people you know in the knockout hour that tune in, I had to go ahead and defend my title, and I was able to be victorious against Logan Quindell. I would say that first and foremost, I will be posting the match. It will be debuting tomorrow on YouTube. So if you keep an eye on the YouTube channel, go ahead and click that bell. Make sure you like, share, subscribe at TKO336. So you make sure you be able to see my matches and see the most recent one. Very good, hard hitting. I mean, very good. The storytelling, and I appreciate every single person that came out and had a great time with us. But yes, my arm is a little beat up too. Logan did a good number on my arm. But the thing I think is though, let's start off with that. So when it came down to my opponent, Logan, he got a lot of years in the game. And I got a lot of respect for this guy. I never faced him one on one, but he is a tremendous person, um, again, in and outside the ring. Now, of course, most time, as we do in wrestling, gotta have an antagonist, protagonist. In this case, Logan just wanted this title, and at the same time, as the match progressed, and got a little bit deeper, pause. He decided to change up on me and get a little more, a little more, a little dirty, a little underhanded, and that's fine, man. That was fine because the crowd kept chanting my name, chanting my name. I just kept pushing through because I wanted to make sure that number one, I kept my title, but number two, to let them know it's gonna take more than some deceit and all this other crazy stuff people want to try to do to me inside the ring because TKO doesn't quit. I'm gonna say that one more time. TKO does not quit. So no matter how many times you knock me down, I'm gonna still get back up and I'm gonna still keep fighting until I hear that bell ring. And I knew this Saturday and it will continue to be when that bell was ring, my hand was raised. But man, I would say to my opponent that if I do have to face you again in the future, I do believe that you are a formidable opponent. You showed me a lot of things in that ring Saturday that I was kind of surprised. Yet I was up for the challenge and I'm ready for it again. So if Gouge wants to have that match again, hey, it's nothing to me, baby. You can come on and bring it on. Cause we want all the smoke for sure. But no, also too, I'm gonna be posting make a post for taking some pictures with some of the fans that came to the place. And had a great time. I was able to talk to some people. And I like to just be able to tell people a little bit about my life and who I am as a person. Because even though I perform as TKO and I had the greatest time in that ring, once that bell rings, I'm back to being Teddy. And I like people to just get to know who I am and see if the light of God shines through me. Because no matter how much we can always go through life feeling like maybe it's just not my day, or oh, let's see right here. I love the way you smell when you tell your wrestling story. Great storyteller. Thank you, Walter. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot because man, like I tell you this right here, Walter. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. When I used to go to shows, having that opportunity to try to win the title after 6 years, just keep going in there, giving everything I got, and not winning, dude. It used to hurt so bad. It really started to get to me. It really did. It made me feel like I know I was good enough, but what more did I have to do in that ring in order to be a champion? How much harder do I have to fight to be the man? When I went against Roosevelt in those several matches, number one, as a champion at that time, Roosevelt, he showed me what it took to be a champ. And I respect everything about his run as the Gals Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's everything that you would want to be and some. But then I had to realize too, you're holding the one thing I set my career based on is I wanted to be called a champion. Not 17 times like John Cena, the world heavyweight champ. I just wanted to be champ one time. Just one time. I wanted to prove to my family, especially my wife and my kids, all those miles we traveled wasn't for nothing. All those times I left looking up in the sky, looking up at the ceiling, I hear the three count, knowing I can't kick out because mom just beat up and I just can't kick out that in that 3 seconds. Oh, it felt so good. 107 days ago, when that bell rang three, and I turned around and I seen the look on those kids' faces. As many times as I promised them I was going to win, and just seeing them just saying how much I earned it meant so much to me. So you absolutely right, Walter. I smile because oh man, it feels so good to know that hey, God showed you favor enough to know that you are good enough. You can go to the next level. You can push your opponent to where you need to take him to. And I had to drag him out to those deep waters. This time, I was bringing him back to shore. Because just because in this wrestling game I won that day did not mean one day that later on he may have to come out and come drag me back to shore too. I know this thing. I said at the beginning of my career that once I win one time, if I ever were to lose that championship, I know, right? Oh, I did Saturday. Hey, wait till you see that knockout punch from the top rope on Saturday. I'm a debut that tomorrow. But man, I tell you, man, it just, oh man, feels so good. Feels so good. And I wanted to keep continuing on as good vibes. I'm gonna place this down right here. And I got a message for everybody out there that if you're going through some tough, difficult times in your life, it don't matter what it is. Whoever or whatever you believe in, if nothing at all, just know that hard work beats talent any day. Hard work will replace all of that sadness in your heart. See, a lot of times people want to tell me you work too hard, you got too much on your plate. No, bring it on. Bring it on. Because if God's given me the chance to be able to do what I'm doing, I need to honor him by putting everything I got into the blessings he's given for me. Things don't always work out in life. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been a lucky person. Never been lucky. Been given a lot of opportunities. And I think that one thing I'm so grateful for is God again. People seeing the good in me and just saying, hey, Teddy is an all right person. But I just know that a lot of people out there are struggling. I know a lot of people are out there just feel lost in this world right now. You're not alone, and you're okay. I know times seem so troubling, but everything's gonna be all right. No matter, let's say you work an 8 hour shift job, and you go out there for those 8 hours and you give it everything you had. That's what you did. Now let's say your bills is coming up and money's tight. Now, of course, hey, we all grown, do what you gotta do. But to know that that check and that hard work is there waiting for you is a blessing because you had the opportunity to make it happen for you and yours. And I know for me, like again, very tired today, but tired's no excuse. Heck, I be tired not doing anything at all. But I know I got people in this house that rely on me to go out and keep fighting just as hard as I do in the ring. I need to do the same thing in my normal life. So for a lot of people out there, just realize, just be blessed to be stressed. Because hey, you can wake up tomorrow, all your problems be gone. But you know what? You may have to pick up a whole nother lot, a whole nother pallet worth, a whole nother truck worth of problems. So yeah, sometimes in life we may not always have the answers, but just keep pressing forward. Keep pressing forward. Stay prayed up. Take some time mentally to degress sometimes. But hey, you got this. You are loved. You're not alone. Keep fighting. Or as I like to say, with my TKO shirt, just hit it. That's all you got to do. So what I'm gonna do right here is give myself a little second to recollect a little bit. I'm about to butcher a lot of names in UFC, as DC, my producer, loves me doing. But I did watch a lot of the fight Saturday, so this is not like a blind review of what I've seen. But I'm gonna start off with the UFC 319 card. As much as I know I have seen it, I'm gonna talk about that. But I like to play a song right here, and let's see. I like to chill and vibe out. So let's play OC from NC, Immaculate Constellation. Feeling that right now. Let's go with that song.
Check. Couple more plays, we about to stop making them. Couple more days, we got to drop weight for them. So stuck in my ways, we about to stop way. So stuck in my ways, we back in stock. Baxter Stockman, fly on the wall, watching a rock band. Locked in, a locked in, making sense now. Niggas that play both sides got off the fence. I'm convinced when you play those rhymes, you not convinced. Not when this I design like if Plato rhymed. Took a trip out west just to say those lines. One stop in Texas, my only play no rhymes, cause they know I'm timeless. NC's finest, do rewind this. Beat Tampa. Me and B started out with some weak crowds, but look at us, peak now. Look at my week now, I'm weak now. Wait, like it's hard being discreet now. Brand new Jordan 5, see my defeat. All the time pain turning to rhyme, see my defeat. Whatever's out of control, you all delete, hold the beat, nigga. Fish, still tugging, still thugging, still going, chill dugging. Been a long road, niggas will turn on you. Hey, it's been a long road, still tugging, still thugging, still going, chill dugging. Been a long road, niggas will turn on you. Hey. Slid up to the hill on the Johnny Deal. 3 bad bitches on a Halloween. My, think we got her. Baby, let me grab the wheel. Too much attention on it. You only hear from 10 to 2. What's the tension on it? Just meet me after in the room. What's the tension? Make sure your friends hang around for the legend. Don't get found in my mentions, baby. Don't get found in the mentions. Cause you define it massive temp. As profound as the Simpsons. Bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it a lot. Man, what a good song. And if you love that song as well, that's OC from NC off his newest project, Project 25. And that's called The Immaculate Constellation. If you love that song right there and you thinking, hey, you're a hip hop artist, rap artist, or hey, at this point, let me know if you make music. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get your track spun during the knockout hour, during this time right here, you can do the same thing. Just hit up my email at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. All right. So let's turn up. Let's turn up. Man, what a weekend of UFC 319. Very impressed. Very impressed about the future of UFC. Let's go ahead and start out with, I know for sure, one of the fights I've seen and shocked a lot of people. Now, Tim Elliott, man, the ideal of, hey, it's not done till the final bell rings. Because honestly, he was getting whooped. I mean, I never seen him fight before, but my man couldn't duck a punch if he tried. He was doing this, he was fainting, yet trying to, keep his head, keep his body moving. Really, really unorthodox. However, the fighter he went against, I'm not even going to try to mention his name. I would say Kai is his first name. Yeah, Kai Askar. Let's go with that. So Kai, my man, was again very lean Japanese fighter, clean cut, nice presentation when it comes down to his striking abilities, leg kicks. I mean, the guy was pretty good. But despite it all, Tim walked him down, got close enough, and got a front choke going on there, and man, made him tap out to a mounted guillotine and 439. And I think that was in the second round. What up, cuz? What's happening? Love you, man. Thank you for joining in. But that right there was one of the most surprising UFC submissions I've ever seen. So shout out to Tim Elliott. Also, for the 35 and Up Club, much much respect, excuse me, to my man Tim Elliott because he's 38 years old, like myself. And so I'm glad someone of his age went out there and put on one heck of a performance. Currently, he's ranked 10th, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come up after that one because that was a huge win. And honestly, man, they had me get out of my seat. I was really impressed by that fight. But shout out to Tim Elliott. Um, Way to come back, champ. That's how you sit there and fight despite it all. You find a way to still come out on top. So I was highly impressed. And I'm gonna keep my eye on that guy. Next fight, definitely watching him. All right, let's go to one guy that I've been waiting to see for a long time. Because I'm gonna be honest, everybody. I wasn't that tight to do all the streaming on my computers illegally. Because I know a lot of UFC people done that. And with them doing it too, that's the reason why I think Dana White realized why the UFC had to find a way to get on the mainstream news channels and or TV channels like a CBS, where the casual person will be able to just tune in, watch at their own leisure without having to pay any extra money. And I think that's a phenomenal idea. The brand of UFC is owned by TKO. And TKO's main purpose is of course for everybody that know or don't know, and yeah, it's to grow your business to sell. That's the main part of business. So with UFC changing hands, and this is the second time because another Fatitas had it. But for the UFC right here to put on a show like they did was really impressive because people like Michael Venom Page should be on anybody's TV channel right now. The way he fights, it will put you in the mindset of, let's say, like an Anderson Silva, real loose, but he's also at the same time, he's a master of his craft. The man is smooth. He fights this style. I forgot what they called it, but it allows you to be a free flow where he's not set to, again, being conventional, excuse me, conventional or southpaw. He's more like that. I guess you would say like Bruce Lee. He's being like water, and it shows a lot in his fights because it makes it very hard for opponents to be able to land a punch on him. Now, this fight, his competitor he went against this past Saturday. I know his first name was Jared. I'm be honest with you. Let me look it up real quick. So I get a second. Yeah, but my man Jared, dog, like he really, as the fight went on, was able to establish more pressure on Michael. He started to be able to cut him off a little bit, and then some of the later rounds he was able to get him out and put a little bit of damage, not too much. But the one thing about Michael, man, is, dude, he's one of the types where one of these quotes right here would like to say he's playing with his food. In the first round, my man Jared was walking up again, doing what a normal fighter do. He's trying to cut the ring off because he has a very good boxing skill. So he's trying to again isolate him so he can be able to go ahead, lay them hands, and try to inflict some damage. The thing about Michael though was is that again with the flow state of what he has with his demeanor, his style, dude, he struck him so quick with this overhand right out of nowhere. I mean, just standing here doing this bobbing and weaving, and out of nowhere just took this overhand right and knocked him straight back. But he allowed Jerry to get back up. I was dying laughing, dog. I thought that was hilarious because cockiness sometimes could lead to you taking the ultimate loss. Because if we had lost that fight, I'd felt like, hey, you owe that one because you don't play around with people like that. However, Jared was not able to overcome because it came down to a unanimous decision, as it should have been, because Michael Venom Page definitely is every bit of box office. So with him also too being in the 38 plus club, it's also good to see him representing because he was from Great Britain and now he is fighting in the UFC. So it's great to see someone of his talent finally getting the opportunity, even though in the latter years of his life he's still being able to fight and put on one heck of a show. I think he should definitely be moved up on the card, um, because someone like him, it should be co-main event. He's big time. I like him a lot. So for everybody out here to love this man, please do not kill me for butchering his name if I do, because wow, wow, what a knockout! If you did not see this, please go back and go find this knockout. It is on ESPN MMA, where Carlos Partis, no, Pratis, there we go, Pratis, knocked out Jeff Neal with a spinning back elbow. I don't even know how to really, I can't even really explain it. If you're driving in your car, you're listening by radio or anything, imagine to say, as the first round seconds was clocking down. Number one for Carlos, Carlos just suffered his first defeat of his career. Now he's a very energetic Brazilian. Whew, it's killing me today. He's a energetic Brazilian fighter, and people give him a lot of flack because he smokes cigarettes and he likes to have a good time. He's a party animal. But if he can come out there and give the same performances that he has been given when he's been intoxicated or on anything else, then keep signing him up then. Because another guy, box office, big money fighter. I mean, Jesus. My man sat here, right? Number one, he clearly won that first round. I mean, he was putting hurting on the old boy. He already closed his eye up, sharp leg kicks. Neil just seemed to not want to move that leg at all. He went and checked him. And it wasn't gonna be too much longer that he didn't have an opportunity. Carlos used his reach advantage. Pretty stocky too at his side. Like looking at him, he's a lot bigger than what you would think when he's in the octagon with his opponent. Really lanky dude, nice build. Really impressed. So the seconds are clocking down. Neil, of course, trying to get some well-needed strikes in to try to see if he can catch up on the scores card. As he was coming forward, my man Carlos did one of the most beautiful back elbows where he took that come here with the left and spun around with that right elbow and knocked him slap out. I mean, last second, it was 1 second left, sleep, starched him so bad. I mean, it was side of the head, man. What a knockout. Highly, highly impressed. And man, I cannot wait for Carlos Pratis next fight. It was really good. And that kid has a bright future. Get that man a title shot. I mean, he also got a $50,000 bonus, which and he also got a guarantee that's gonna be in Rio de Janeiro in October that he has a fight. So I think that's awesome, man. Good job by Carlos. And man, if you haven't seen it again, please go watch that fight. All right. So Leron Murphy sleeps Aaron Pecco in round one. Another fight where for this guy, Aaron was highly touted as one of the greatest young fighters of his generation and is coming into the UFC to try to make a bigger name for himself this night. But again, this right here was the first time in UFC history that two spinning fists, have KO'd and finished the fights. It's also the eighth and ninth ever to have a KO victory with a spinning back elbow. Imagine that. We had UFC 319, and this is the ninth time. It's crazy to think about, considering almost every UFC card has at least 6, 7 fights. So I would just say when it came to Aaron, a lot of his problem is he was hyper aggressive, which I'm pretty sure he learned now that maybe he needs to slow down because he was very much compromised in where it was late in the round again. My man kind of drew him in as close as he could to make sure that he had the right time and right precision because his timing was really good. A lot of things that Aaron was doing, again, he's a world class grappler, world class boxer. Yet Murphy on short notice as well too. This is a short notice fight, and his nickname is the Miracle. And he showed us that God gave him the blessing to deliver that miracle. Because man, Aaron tried to come up on his right side from again from a backwards direction. So this time, not here spin around to do it. It was more of my man was walking up as he was trying to grab him and press him against the cage. Aaron again looked back, right time, and spun around and knocked him slap out. Again, starched him. You don't know what I mean by starch meaning? My man was doing this. He was looking at the lights and couldn't move. Now, for these two guys, I've heard the reports they're recovering fine and everything's okay. So shout out to that first and foremost. Because we got to remember, guys, that even though these competitors, these fighters are out here entertaining you, they also have family, friends that love them dearly. And we all want these guys and ladies to be able to continue on with their life post combat um, um, fighting. So, with that being said, Aaron, you have a bright future, kid. You got a lot to learn, and it's okay. Because in the UFC, losses don't determine your your path to a championship. So I'll just say, man, stay locked in. You got again, I can't state it but so many times. You're young in this business, so you can only go up. And we'll keep an eye out for you, but also for my man Murphy. Man, what a performance. I like that a lot. You are very impressive. LeRon Murphy, the miracle that is. And I'm gonna keep my eye on him as well. Very good young fighter. And then it came down to the main event. Now, I know DC gets a kick out of this every time because I am horrible with pronunciations. I'm American and from the South. All right. That is no excuse. None at all. I just wanted to be stated that the North Carolina education system, now I'm not gonna blame my whole school system for my illiterate issues. But I would say this. I'm gonna try to keep it as best as I can, okay? Don't kill me, guys. But with Duplicates coming in as the UFC middleweight champion, I think at this time. Yes, sir. Middleweight champion. Man, what a fight. And what a great strategy for the new UFC middleweight champion, Chamaya Kamsat. Chamaya Kamsat. Every single round within the first 30 seconds was taking Duplicates to the mat. And from that point, he landed significant shot after significant shot. I have never seen someone put somebody in the crucifix hold several times. Not once, several times. Now, a crucifix, for you guys that you know are religious, know again, crucifix is what they laid the body on Christ on when they did the crucifixion. So imagine if your arms are straight out and your opponent is laying across, let's say here, the mass of their body is across your chest. Their arms and legs are holding you down, so you cannot be able to move your arms. Now, as a fighter, the person again being the move being dealt to you, what you're trying to do is try to pop your body up because you want to get him to get off your shoulders and your arms. So you need to pop your body up using your legs and your momentum to try to boost yourself to get your arms loose. But of course, imagining to say that is so easy. You got to remember these are two world class champion fighters. So if it was that easy, trust me, Duplicates would have just got up. But he could not. He struggled a lot, heavily, due to the fact that Kamsat is by far one of the best grapplers, wrestlers. He's an absolute technician and he's an assassin when it comes to that in the ring. Now, I think a lot of people that again they want to see the significant strikes. They want to see the head kicks. They want to see all of that. I personally enjoyed that fight. I like to see where number one, wrestling still has a, I guess you would say, stronghold in UFC because a lot of fighters today has to learn so many concentrations at this point again in UFC 319 compared to back in the old days. Everybody mainly came in with one concentration, maybe another one on their belt. But these guys and ladies today are so different, so adverse in knowing so many MMA martial arts styles and skills that it feels so good to see someone go out there, use wrestling at its finest, show so many different transitions, never compromised at any moment. And I was all for it. It was a really good fight. One criticism I like to give to the UFC referees is you guys got to stop listening to the crowd. Now, Comsat had got to a point where he was not allowing Duplicates to get up at all. And what he had was, let's say, Duplicates was on his hands and his knees, and my man Comsat was around, had a waist lock, putting his head down again on the back of his shoulder blade so he can't get struck. And then he just laying in the little knee strikes to the rib cage, to the buttocks area, because for a lot of people don't realize a knee hitting you in those areas several times, it takes a lot to withstand that and not give up. I don't care who you are. If you listen to me tonight, you have someone around your house. I'm advocating this if you think you're tough. Have somebody go back and watch that fight and have somebody do that to you. And you tell me how many strikes you can take significantly that you like, hey, you know what? This hurts and I don't want to take no more. And or hey, you proved your point. Because I think so many times we get captivated with listening to the crowd, the audience. Yes, they paid a lot of money to be there, but just because you be there don't mean you determine what match you will see. This man is trying to win the UFC middleweight title. That's all that's on his mind. And if you are a fan of UFC, he gave you one of the greatest performances in UFC's history, I would say. In my opinion, I think it was 50-40 scorecard. There's no way in heck that Duplicates even made a score. I think the strikes, this it was a big disparity, uh, disparity in the strikes, and you can see that by a mile because even though again little taps to the head, let somebody do that to you several times. In this case, over 100 times he did that in that fight. Little short punches that adds up. However, we do have a new UFC middleweight champion. That's awesome, awesome. And on the boxing side, try to keep it short and sweet. Then on the boxing side, we look at Alexander Usyk is now looking for his next opponent. Looking for his next opponent. And we'll keep an eye on that as we go further because again, hey, they set him up, he knocked him down. And this man right here, Alexander Usyk, is number one, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But not to mention, he is one formidable foe that has not been able to been slowed down nor stopped in his reign of being champ. And I'm highly impressed with this guy. And for everybody else out there looking for the Canelo Crawford fight, it will be on Netflix. It will be on Netflix. So do not miss that fight. And Netflix, hopefully you fix that issue from the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. So we know that we won't have too many outages or interruptions. But this showdown will go down in September the 13th at the Alliance Stadium in Las Vegas. Now, Canelo Alvarez is ranked number 8, and when it comes down to pound rankings in the boxing, excuse me. And we have Crawford being a third ranked pound for pound boxer. Now, for me, this is hard, but I know who I'm rolling with in this fight. And hey, if you put money down, it's probably one of those moments you may want to put some down. I had to go with Canelo Alvarez winning the fight. And I would say it's a potential knockout. I would say maybe around 8th or 9th round. I love Bud Crawford. I really do. But I do believe the weight advantage is going to be a problem considering Canalo's been fighting at this weight his whole career, or has moved up to, excuse me, for a long time. And Terrence Crawford is jumping up 2 weight classes to be able to go ahead and take the undisputed titles from Canelo Alvarez. Bud has an amazing skill where he's able to go from southpaw to conventional, meaning to say right hand dominant or left hand dominant. Me personally, I'm a southpaw, but a lot of southpaws also know the conventional style because training purposes and all that sort. But the thing a lot of people don't know is they are very, very much heavy counter punchers, meaning they're waiting for their opponent to strike in order to respond and deliver a shot. The one thing that Canelo does very well is that he puts his foot on the gas, and even though he's a counter boxer, he's still going to apply pressure by stepping forward into his opponent, and he will lay some shots, but he's also waiting for you to make that big mistake. And for Bud Crawford, I don't know if he has enough punching power to be able to knock out Canelo, because Canelo has faced Triple G. He has faced so many other good opponents, even a Floyd Mayweather early in his career. And nobody has been able to knock him down nor out. Well, I think he's been knocked down. He has not been knocked out. So I think this is going to be one of those issues for Bud Crawford. Maybe, just maybe, that may be his night. But I would say if I was putting money down, I would have to go with Canelo Alvarez with a knockout victory and or decision. So we'll give you more news on that as we go forward. September the 13th, right around the corner. So you guys get ready. Make sure y'all make it a Netflix night. Get you some popcorn, whatever stuff you like to eat. Make sure you guys ain't being gluttonous. Make sure you check out the nutritional facts. All right. Don't be out here drinking down all these sugared up sodas and stuff. And that leads me to something really quick when it comes down to sodas. Make sure you grab your Monster Energy drink. Thank you, Monster Energy Drink, for being a sponsor of the Knockout Hour. We sure appreciate everything you do for us. And man, it's been a great time being with you guys. And hey, if you out there, you're looking for some energy like I need right now, then go ahead and go to your local convenience store, anywhere you can find Monster Energy Drink. Of course, you can order online, but go out there, grab that, unleash the beast, and go ahead and support one of the best brands when it comes to your energy drinks. So I'm gonna do one more song real quick, shake out these cobwebs to finish up the last 15 minutes. We're gonna talk about WWE. But right now, we'll go ahead and play another song. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up and keep it stuck. Let's play Dr. Gero from OC from NC.
I'm probably laid back with a bad one, big pack in a magnum, big pack full of magnums. Wait, we done got to the last one. See, I'm not like the last one. We done popped out in traffic, we done popped out in fashion. Hey, like we just popped out the plastic, we just popped out a classic. Big old knot, I was laughing. We just stopped out in Dallas, we just watched all the Mavericks. Just knocked off her lashes. She get dropped off the classes, but I be teaching her other shit. Like I be teaching her brother shit. Like we gon' trap today, the little brother shit. We gon' rap today, we gon' cover shit. But I'm just him in the town, really. I'm in here, but the town with me. That little bitch from the town had your bitch at the round table. Like motherfuck what you bring to it, baby. How the fuck is your brain doing? I'm in touch with what came to her. How the fuck is my name Bowman? I'm just him in the state, really. Philly joint say she hate Philly, but she throwing subs if we ain't chillin', nigga blowing up. My little cuz said growing up, shit was going up, shit. Knowing us, that little nigga drunk throwing up, shit, throwing up, shit. Throw it up, fuck. Hey, was down, now it's on the bus. Bust down, now she wanna rush. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now she one of us. Bust down, right in front of us. First down, right in front of us. Look, touchdown. Hey, wait. I feel like Marshawn. You know why I'm here, baby? Wait. I feel like a Marshawn. Ain't I flying here? Is shipping and flying here? Is niggas gon' die here? I already killed shit, nigga. We can get the fuck out of here. This shit out of here, though. This shit gotta gotta go. This shit gotta go. Gotta to blow. This shit hit in the cell. This shit Dr. Jerome. Got in the dough. Cause that strap on jeans. Them shit's not the Jabos. Got with the bros. They leaving this bitch clean or this bitch not finna close. I should get stock in the foes. SMJ for the cold. Can't wait for them lows, bitch. SMJ for the cold, bitch. Used to couldn't wait for them road trips when I'm picking up weight on the road. Cuz picking up weight on the road. Hey, we gon' wait on them though. Fuck it. Was down, now it's on the bus. Bust down, now she wanna rush. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now she one of us. First down, right in front of us. Bust down, right in front of us. Look, touchdown, touchdown.
Yeah, boy. Yes, sir. I like that. I like it. Yes, sir. That's Dr. Jerome. Man, shout out to OC and B Squared, man. A lot of times people don't know B Squared is the one that's producing a lot of OC's tracks. And I've known him a long time now, but B Squared don't get enough recognition for creating those bangers as much as he do, as well as OC giving us again lyrics that again I've not heard in a long time. I think that's one thing about the hip hop game that people miss, and that's just real lyricists. And if you want to hear more of those, please check out OC from NC's latest project, which is Project 25. And if you like that song right there, that's Dr. Jerome's song right there from OC from NC. If you guys want to get your song played, you're like, hey, TKO, I want to get my song played on the show too. Please hit me up at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. And we'll see what we can do. All right. All right, man. Wrestle time. Wrestle time. All right. We had a pretty exciting last Monday night. They changed it up finally. I'm gonna be honest. I think SummerSlam really kind of set a reset for what's going forward and the path we're gonna go to. Knowing now that we have new champions, we have Cody Rhodes, and we also have CM Punk. I mean, excuse me, CM Punk. We have the faker Seth Rollins, because I personally don't like Seth Rollins. He's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like the character, because I don't know him personally either. But if I don't like the character, that means he's doing a really good job. So I'll give him a shout out for that. But one thing that stuck out before the show started was we had a women's world championship match between Naomi, the champion, and Io Sky. Thing is that they announced before the show that they had Naomi had not been cleared medically to perform. So tonight, and I put it on the Knockout Hour page, as well as right now, you guys, we're less than 15 minutes until Monday Night Raw, and I'm really going to ask you guys to tune in so we can see what's going on with our queen, Miss Naomi, and see what's going to go on with that title belt. Hopefully, good news either way, but we'll find out in less than 15 minutes as they start out Monday Night Raw. But really quick, you had LA Knight and CM Punk in the ring. And this kind of is one of those things where people are saying, hey, I'm at the top of the mountain, it's my turn. And then they kind of just playing King of the Hill. Well, let the story tell it. Yeah, that they decided that maybe LA Knight and CM Punk need to team up to go against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, the best part, I'm going to keep it short about Bronson Reed is this man's a tribal thief. They even cut a vignette because he done stole 2 pair of Roman Reigns Jordans, dog. Like, bro, you cannot make this up. I love Bronson Reed's character right now, especially even Braun Breaker. Saying these two guys together in the match tonight, when they get done with them, they're going to be a combined 100 years old. Because I think LA Knight is 41 and CM Punk, if I'm not mistaken, is probably 48. Again, Steiner math. Braun Breaker is pretty funny, man. But that group had me laughing. I liked them a lot. So you had a match between AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and El Grande and Metacano. And your winners was El Grande and Metacano and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano was also in Triple Mania this past week when they went against also Dragon Lee and the Triple A Mega Champion El Del Vikingo. I can't even get all that right. But it was a really good match. Where now, if you ain't been able to check that out, go ahead and go on YouTube. I don't want to spoil it for you since it's out there for you guys free. If you want to go check that match out, but it was really good. Then you had Sami Zayn versus Rusev, where they're tying up where Sami Zayn got hit by Rusev last week as him and Sheamus was fighting throughout the building. So Sami Zayn came out there and came out with a win by disqualification of Rusev. I see the problem is that a lot of people are chanting and yelling out to Rusev, go back to AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, give him time. All right. That man was looking at what's best for his future and his career. And so at that point in time, that was the best decision for him, as well as now, this is the best decision for him and his family. So please have some grace and realize we understand as wrestling fans, we got to earn that back. You know, hey, just because you showed up, you got to earn that back. But at the same time, as a performer, he's out there giving really good matches. So you guys, please lay off of that a little bit, all right? So Io Sky, she ended up having a match against Roxanne Perez because Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez recently lost the tag team titles. So with Roxanne Perez feeling like now without the tag team title, maybe she should go for the women's title. The first person she believes she needs to go through to be the number one contender is Io Sky. But your winner in that matchup right there was Roxanne Perez. Now it's not to say no one contenders match, but going against the top dog put you in a better position for that opportunity. So keep an eye out for Roxanne Perez making her shot really soon. You got Maxine Dupree versus the women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch that came off of again previous show where Maxine Dupree and Natty Neidhart was in the back, and Becky decided to challenge Maxine Dupree, which I think she's doing a great job with this title. Is working with the underneath young talent, but I think we may see Natty Neidhart come out and go against Becky Lynch real soon. So just keep an eye on that. Then the main event, you had Division versus, which is Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and they went against CM Punk and LA Knight. Yeah, and your winners of that match was CM Punk and LA Knight. A lot of things transpired that went down after that. Seth Rollins ended up making an appearance. He comes out there and try to lay waste, but yet the babyface is staying tall. And then yeah, that ends Monday Night Raw. We did get a nice little interview of Bailey as we see that she's at a position right now where we think that she's going to do a character change. So we see what she's going to be presenting coming forward with her new character. Now, Saturday, this past SmackDown, you had the return of Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn is now back on Friday Night SmackDown as he closed up that match with Rusev. It's kind of refreshing and good to kind of bring him over to the blue brand and let's see what he does. Then you had Alexa Bliss versus Piper Nevin in a one-on-one matchup, and your winner was Alexa Bliss. I think this was really good. She needed to get an opportunity to have some good singles matches, even though she is a tag team champion. But I do see that they will probably have the Heresy, which will be Alba Fire and uh Piper Nevin go against the tag team champions, that is Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Then we had the Miz and Mello versus Faxium, and your winners was uh Mello, don't miss, defeated Faxium. I love that they got Carmelo Hayes on TV. I know a lot of people is throwing shade at why is he working with the Miz. Hey, the Miz he learned how to work himself from reality TV to being a what's they call that when you get all the titles. I forgot what they call it. Grand champion, two-time grand champion. So put some respect on the Miz name. That man has wrestled more matches, I think, in the past 20 years on live events and the main product more than any of your favorite wrestlers because he's consistent and he gets everything he has. So show him some love, man. Come on now. And you got DIY versus the Street Profits, and your winners are the Street Profits because they want the smoke and they want their tag team titles back. And then you had the MFT versus Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu. And of course, your winners was Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu and Big Jimmy Uso to finish the show. And that wrapped up WWE as it's the last 5 minutes of our show. And we was able to go ahead and get that news out there for you. Now, go ahead and get all my stuff out before we leave. My name is Teddy Arnold Jr. on Facebook. If you'd like to be a friend of mine or check out my page, man, you're welcome to anytime. But also make sure you stop by on Facebook to check out the Knockout Hour page. Please see if you can be able to join the group, as I'm trying to get better on working on that page as well. And also, I am a professional wrestler. If you want to check out some of my matches, I will be having one tomorrow, debuting tomorrow. If you want to check it out, really good match in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It'll be out there for you guys, as well as check out the other ones. Go ahead, tell your friends, share, subscribe, like. Hey, let's run those numbers up. As the Knockout Hour, man, our obligation is to again knock out all competition. And that being said, I also am the owner of a wrestling company named Icon Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. And I want you guys to realize, when it comes to Icon Pro Wrestling, number one, Icon is an acronym. I can tell I'm tired today. But Icon is an acronym. It stands for Integrity Can Overcome Negativity. And that's what we try to do as a company and as a way of life. So if you guys are looking for, again, a great wrestling company to be able to watch our matches, which we put out a show recently, go ahead and check out those matches right there. You got some of the people on those cards that's going to be your future WWE, AEW, TNA stars right there on our channel. I know a lot of people see back here all these nice little pictures. We got, let's see, we got Jackson Drake, and we got my man, Jay Malachi. So again, man, TKO is all around greatness. And I want you guys to be able to view it too. So if you're looking at trying to find a company to get behind, let's support indie wrestling. Let's make sure the people out here that spend their hard-earned money to go out here and bust their tail and give you a performance, make sure we show them some love. Buy a t-shirt. Any of their merch, honestly. Buy a picture. Heck, you could donate to some of these people. But I would just encourage everybody that wrestling is in your local neighborhoods and areas. Please go check them out, because you can definitely be a part of something big by stepping in there and growing the company. But if you want to go check out, again, my matches when it comes to me performing exclusively is on TKO 336. But if you want to watch the great superstars of Icon Pro Wrestling, please jump over to our other page on YouTube, as well as all social media sites, and that's Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. As I wrap up this show, I like to just keep holding on to this title here. There we go. That's right. I want to just encourage everybody to go out there tomorrow, be a champion. Walk around with your head high, your shoulders back. Let all the things in the world that you can't control just breeze right on by you. Don't pay it no attention, no mind. Because I know for me that my God always has a plan. And even in my time to despair, I know to lean in even more of knowing that, Teddy, you are loved, you are blessed. And I know you guys and ladies out there listening to me is the same for you. As we wrap up this show right here, as you go attack your day tomorrow, again, say that I am a champion. And keep telling yourself that. And maybe your day will just turn around a little bit better. And just like my man Walter, put this big old smile on your face. But anyway, y'all, I would say again, I just want to remind everybody tonight, Monday Night Raw starts in less than 2 minutes. I want you guys to be able to tune in. Let's see what Naomi has to let everybody know about what's the future for her and the WWE Women's World Championship, as she will let us know at 8 o'clock tonight. I also, and just again, encourage everybody, please take some time this week to jump over to the Knockout Hour page. Please be able to go on that page, join us. And again, I'm working on it, guys. Thank you for your patience. And I also encourage you, every single one of you guys, jump over to the TKO 336 page, as well as Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. Go out here, hit that bell, the icon, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. So at least we know how we can get better and be able to bring Icon Pro to you. But anyway, it's your boy TKO. Love y'all. Hope to see y'all next Monday. Peace.
TKO on wherever the bull is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two leaves of my own, I don't need a gat.
Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. That's swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got 7 sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.